Hello everybody, this is Mathematics Grade 10 and this is lecture number 4. Today I will talk about how to graph a quadratic relation if the relation is given in the vertex form. I here have 3 examples here. So let me do the first one. Vertex form. In a vertex form, the vertex is given to you already. For number 1, the vertex is 4, 3. So what I do is to locate the vertex first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is here. And 3 is a y, so 1, 2, 3 is here. So my vertex is here. This is my vertex. X coordinate 4, y coordinate 3. 4, 3. Oh, I made a mistake. Y coordinate is -3. All right. I made a mistake. So -3. Therefore, this is wrong. -3. 1, 2, 3. So this is -3. Here. You must notice that this is the x coordinate is 4. It's not -4, it's 4. But the y coordinate, you have to look at this sign. The y coordinate is -3. Okay, it's 4, -3. Now I am right. How do you graph this? Of course, the basic way to graph a function or a relation is to do a table values. But for quadratic relations, we have a short way, we have a shortcut to draw the graph. So what you do is to put down the odd numbers starting from 1. So put down the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. So how do I use these odd numbers to graph? You start from the vertex, go 1 unit to the right, and 1 unit up. So 1 unit to the right, and 1 unit up. So it's roughly here. So that is this, 1. The next is 3. I go 1 unit to the right, 1 unit to the right, and go up 3 units. 1, 2, 3 is here. Again, the next number is 5. I go 1 unit to the right and go up 5 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it should be here now. Let me see, it should be here. Yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I have these points now. And then this is the parabola, the right side of the parabola. The left side of the parabola is symmetrical to these points, so I just mark down this and this and this. So I can draw now. This is my graph. Of course, it's a parabola. Remember, if you want to draw the graph nicely, remember the graph has to extend to the area of your xy coordinate. What I mean is that if you draw x, y like that, the paper, the graph area should be here, and the bottom should be here, and the left side should be there. So you need to draw the graph to the edge of your graph paper. So you cannot stop here. You have to go up until this is the edge of the graph paper. So you have to go up like that. So this is how you draw the graph nicely. Do not draw the graph stop somewhere here. No. And one more thing. It is usually you do not put arrows on the graph. Do not do that. This is not the usual way. You may argue that your textbook has arrows there. I said it's not the usual way. Your textbook has arrows there. This is just y. So your textbook has arrows there. Pay no attention to that. Actually, your textbook probably has an arrow here on the x-axis, on this end of the x-axis, and probably your textbook has an arrow also at the bottom end of the y-axis. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Because the arrow means a positive side. This arrow means a positive side of y, and this arrow means a positive side of x. You cannot have both positive here and both positive there. The textbook, just ignore the textbook way of putting down the arrows. Okay, that's number one now. That's how you do number one. Remember, I also said another way is to do a table of values. But this is shorter, it's a shorter way, okay? So that's number one. Let's do number two now. Number two, the vertex actually is the same as number one. So number two, the vertex is same for -3. But I have a 2 here. So what's the difference? The difference is, for this one, number one, you write 1, 3, 5, 7, right? 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. But for number two, you have to multiply these odd numbers by 2. So you multiply by 2, I get 2, 6, 10, 14, and so on. So you use this line instead of that. So let me erase this. Remember, the vertex is the same. Okay, the vertex is the same, so I erase my number one graph. So I erase my number one graph. Okay. I also start from the vertex point. But now I go one step to the right. Instead of go one step up, I need to go 2 steps up. Okay. So 1 step to the right, 2 step up. 1, 2. It's here. And then 1 step to the right. How far do I go up? I go up by 6 units. So 1 step here, go up by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's here now. That's right. I am a little to this side. Maybe I should move this a little bit to here. Okay. Then another 1 step to the right. I need to go up by 10 units. 10 units. Oh, that's far above the this whiteboard. So what I do is go to the other side and just put down symmetric points, and then I have this. Now I join them. This is my graph. Remember what I said? You cannot stop here. You cannot draw the graph like this. You have to extend it to the edge of your paper, here. And remember what I said, do not put arrows there. Now, this is your graph. This is your graph for the second relation. Now we go to the third relation. Where is the vertex for the relation 3? Four. It's not 4. If it's negative here, the x coordinate is 4, but it's positive, so the vertex is negative 4. That's x coordinate. And the y coordinate, you keep this sign, so y coordinate is 6. Okay. So, I need to erase this graph. Okay. So, negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 is here, negative 4. And 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is here. So my vertex is here. This is my vertex. Now, let's do the odd number. 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Now I have a 3 there, so I need to multiply these odd numbers by 3. So I have 3, 9, 15, 21, and so on. So I erase these odd numbers. But number 3 is slightly different from 1 and 2 because there is a negative sign. The negative sign means it opens down. So for number 1 and 2, our graph opens up. Now our graph opens down. So let's go 1 step to the right. Go down 3 units. 1 step to the right. go down 3 units. So it is 6 here. So 1, 2, 3. It is 3 here. So I get a point here. I get a point here. One step to the right, I go down 9 units. So it's already here. So 9, you count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's here. It is here. So this should be -6. Okay. So it's here. So I should have a point here. So this is here. So the next point is down 15, so it's far down. I don't have the point now because it's beyond this whiteboard. So I go to the other side, just do a corresponding points. So I have this point, and I have this point, so roughly here. So my graph right? This is my graph. Remember what I said? You have to extend the graph to the edge of your xy area. So you go down a little bit because my edge is here. So go down a little bit. No arrow here, no arrow here. That is your graph of relation 3. Is it okay with you? Okay, I need to make a summary of this. A general vertex form is y equals a x minus h square plus k. So the general form vertex is h k. Okay. If you have a negative sign here, if A is negative, the graph opens down. So I can erase the graph. You already know how to draw the graph. Opens down. In other words, if A is positive, the graph opens up. Okay. So let me say something about these numbers. Okay, so this h here, it's a horizontal translation to the right. If this is plus, then it is translation to the left. How do I say? So if the bracket is x plus h square, then it is to the left. To the left. A horizontal translation h unit. Let me see. Translation h units to the right. And if this is plus, then it is translation h units to the left. So k is the k here, vertical translation, k unit up. If it's minus k, then down. So you got it? HK means translation, horizontal and vertical. Okay. What you need to pay attention to is that if H is minus, the translation is to the right-hand side. If it's plus, it's to the left-hand side. But if this is plus, it's up. And if this is minus, it's down. So what is A? A is called stretch factor. A is called a stretch factor. So in which way you stretch it? In y direction. So y, A is a y, so y stretch factor. If A is 2, you stretch the y coordinate by a factor of 2. If A is 3, you stretch the y coordinate by a factor of 3, and then this negative sign is called a reflection, okay? Reflection in x-axis. I'll just do this very briefly, and I'm not sure whether you'll follow the details of this or not. But you can always contact me, ask me questions, and I will answer to your question using message. So just call this number. Call this number, ask any questions, and I will answer it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next lesson. Bye.